now get our viewers the inside track of what's happening at the 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Now, it's a very crucial meeting that's started at the Prime Minister's residence. Prime Minister Modi's biggest outreach to leaders in Jammu and in Kashmir. Now, the Prime Minister is to speak in moments from now. The stage has been set. The inaugural introduction made by Dr. Jitendra Singh, the Home Secretary, we are told, is also making a presentation on achievements post the abrogation of Article 370. And Rahul Srivastav, this is all about the road ahead and engaging with the elected leadership of Jammu and Kashmir. Bring us more details. Follow me also with me, Rahul. Okay, we'll just take a moment and try and reestablish that link with Rahul Srivastav. It is hot in Delhi. So, follow me if you can hear me. Bring us details of the road ahead. What is it that the Prime Minister wants leaders in Jammu and Kashmir to hear in terms of the of moving forward?
Well, like we've been discussing, Gaurav, the Prime Minister will be, in fact, focusing on the development and progress of Jammu and Kashmir, and like you said, presenting a roadmap for what, the centre has planned for Jammu and Kashmir. You did point out to our viewers that the Home Secretary is to make a presentation before the leadership which is present from Jammu and Kashmir inside that meeting, and he will be highlighting all all the initiatives which have been taken by the centre in terms of fund allocation for Jammu and Kashmir since the abrogation of Article 370 in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir on August 5, 2019. After the welcome remarks that are made by Dr. Jitendra Singh, MOS, PMO, also we hear that the Prime Minister will be speaking, following which all leaders of Jammu and Kashmir who are participating in this meeting with the centre will be putting forth their views one by one. So it is expected to be a few hours before this meeting concludes, but the centre is hoping that they can, of course, convince the leadership present in that meeting from Jammu and Kashmir that the centre is, mindful of the development and progress of Jammu and Kashmir. There have been obstacles. Then, first, of course, the virtual clampdown on activities in Jammu and Kashmir since the abrogation of Article 370 on August 5, 2019, following which, of course, the pandemic hit Jammu and Kashmir. So clearly, there has been a virtual lockdown for 2 years in Jammu and Kashmir. So the centre, of course, will present to the leadership their initiatives taken so far and how they, of course, view the process forward, especially the process of delimitation, which should eventually result in the holding of peaceful assembly elections in Jammu and Kashmir. So they're hoping that they can build a consensus around that. There will be no question of going back to a pre-August 5, 2019 status.
So that is something that is off the table. Parties, of course, beginning with the maximalist position. Parties from the Kashmir Valley say they want restoration of Article 370. Sources in the government and in the Bharatiya Janata Party insisting that there is no question of going back to the pre-August 5, 2019 situation. What then can be the middle ground? We will continue to explore that. But what is also extremely interesting at this point of time is that political activity once again gathering steam, both in Jammu and in Kashmir. There is Delimitation Commission headed by Justice